Hello, I'm Scott, the breathing guy. I will train you to locate, generate, activate core key energy in physical activity. This is meditative walking to change stress in your shoulders throughout your body, to alter your shape of your body for emotional change, and for our spirit, which is core breathing. This video we're going to deal with the hands and the breath in relationship to it. The goal of this whole walking process is to enhance your breath range, engage the full torso, get the most exhale and the most inhale, the contrast between the two. There's for review, there's 4 parts to breathing. Inhale brings energy in, pause, exhale is the release of energy, and pause again is emptiness. So you bring energy in, you're full, play with it. There's techniques for there. Exhales release for 20 seconds or longer. So in other words, you walk on 4 or 5 steps, pause on 4, 3, 4, 5, whatever, and exhale for the next 20 steps or longer. But all the time you're walking, you're pulling your stomach in, you're engaging your lower core muscles, your glutes, your lower back even. And this comes softer and softer across here. Your spine comes straighter and you just open up. You're opening up. Your body shape is a key element to your emotional expression. You change your body shape with the breathing, you're basically altering your state, that you can create something different, or your awareness coming higher. You know, this is the whole thing of meditative walking. It's not one-dimensional. It's expansive. It actually expands your awareness and your understanding of yourself in the here and now. That's what matters, about you in here and now. Now this is about the hands. How does hands contribute to your breathing? Remember, we're moving, this is baby breathing. So it's inhale, push your stomach out to inhale, pause, exhale, you go in and pause. And you release to your steps. The goal, when you're laying down, eventually when you're walking, is to exhale for 20 seconds and still have a pause. Feel comfortable, you can actually go longer. When you reach a minute, you're really good. In a sense, your body to be fluid, being soft, things flow. There's no reason you can't exhale for 1 minute other than tension, emotional, mental, physical. Tension is physical. It affects the mental. So understanding how to break that up is from an energy point of view. I'm giving you an energy point of view which is relevant to your breath is the initiation of all internal energy. Moving the stomach back and forth works the sources of all your energy. The core is the source of energy and strength, 2 separate things. The front part's the energy, back here is the strength part. And how do you engage the two? Determines, if you want to say the degree of intensity, the force that you can generate be expressed during the walking. So hands, you can practice this now while you're walking. I want you to shape your hands away. First off, if your hands are, if you do this for practice, like inhale, expand out. When you spread your fingers apart, spread just the thumb and little finger, not these. These are just neutral. They'll expand naturally if the thumb is, but you focus the thumb, but nothing, no energy in these fingers. And exhale, just collapse, bring the fingers together, and bend your wrist. So it's inhale, push your stomach out, exhale. And the more you pull your the more you can pull your belly button in, working the lower core. Inhale, exhale. So when you're walking, you can actually just walk, inhale like this, and exhale, just let your hands go wrist, back and forth. 2, that's one form. The other form to release energy in your shoulders. That's the key thing. This is the first hand exercise. Imagine the shoulders are capacitors waiting to be discharged. Either the energy could go to your head, so you'll be emotional, thinking about this, 20 different things, or you can go physical. That's it. So it's physical or mental, abstractional. These are the choices. So how to make it physical is to feel the energy changing in your shoulders, your tension, and your body changing with the breath by shaping your fingers. So the first technique I want is I want you to put your thumb over the middle finger and here. The next thing I want you to do is your little finger is the most important thing here. So when you inhale, you're actually, and this finger has to be pointed outwards. That's the key thing. So when you're walking, you're like this. This is the first phase. And as you're exhaling, I want you to, as you're putting your stomach in, you press the little finger in. This is basic. There's more. Believe me, there's a lot more. Once you get the sensation with it, then you can play with your fingers in different ways. They'll affect the energy in your shoulders. That's the key point. Energy in shoulders. And each way you shoulder, because the finger works different aspects of the breathing, believe it or not. So it's inhale, hands are soft, because you're letting the energy in. Then pause, squeeze a little, and as you're exhaling, you can just like, as you're breathing in and walking, you can just squeeze the little finger, right, and then keep this as you're walking, and you can drop your shoulder. Release your shoulders into your hand. Release the shoulder as you're exhaling. And the energy goes out the finger here and out your hand, down to your hand. The hands, this is art, is the source of energy and strength. When you develop your energy and strength, your mental generator up here is working. Where do you want everything you want to do is feet, hands, and head. Those are the 3 points energy goes out of your hands or through your hands. Feet, same thing. You bring energy through your feet up, or you can transmit energy out your feet. So it's all about everything else, the arms, legs, they're conduits to your feet, hands, and head. That's it. Think of it that way. The hands should move the arms. The feet should move the legs, and I can prove it. The more you get that sensation, the lighter you can make your head. When you have your arms move the hands, so no energy in your hand, like this, yeah. Just as a test, you can for yourself. Put your hand like so, and if you just lift your arm like this, with your hand nothing in it, just lift your arm. So your arm is lifting the hand up. Feel the tension in your shoulders. You can feel it. Inhale, exhale. You can just lift it up like this, just up and down. Feel the tension. What part of your body feel it? Now, shake it loose. Inhale a little bit. Squeeze the glutes a little bit. Tighten here. Get back to here. And now, I want you to basically, the middle finger and the thumb, point it upward. And then as you come up halfway, drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. And feel how, and as you let it down, you can exhale. Just think of the tension in your fingertips. Taking it down. This will be totally loose. You feel it. That's the point. If you can't feel it, you're too tight here. You can't release the stress. That's it. So shake it loose, calm down, and you can actually look at your fingers. Inhale, pause, squeeze your glutes just slightly, and then you can just point your fingers up and just let your, not these fingers, these are loose. Do not tighten the little finger and ring finger. It's just up like this, put a little energy tight, exhale. You can actually hold it. As you're holding in place, let your shoulder drop. Move them around a little. Let it drop even more. So, and your hand can't be moved. In fact, you can actually, when you put a lot of energy, no shoulder tension. If you have any tension here, it blocks the energy from here to your hands. If your shoulder comes up in any way, it blocks energy, prevents energy. It prevents your breath. That's the key element. If you have your shoulder up here, you cannot move the core. You can't make the core strong. Therefore, you block your energy and you block your strength, the biggest point. But anyway, but you can test this. You can lay it down on the floor. Inhale, tight up. And as you're exhaling, pause it, so shoot, exhale more. You can always exhale at stage, soften it, and then continue your exhaling. You're not inhaling, you're just pausing. Pausing is a very good thing when you want to change the tension in your body some way or another during the middle of exhale or whatever. Pause is a powerful force to give the mind ability to focus and direct out. And when you engage your fingers or hands, your wrist, it's all about wrist, palms, fingers, and fingertips. There's 4 parts that you work with. But it's about that. When we're just dealing with the fingers, the whole thing to the fingertips and involved. You want to try your hand like this even. Inhale, tight. Pull your thumb back and think of moving your hand up that way. This way, you can't believe how much power. In fact, you make it rigid your fingers and see someone push your arm down, but soften your shoulder. This has to be totally, you can't move your arm. These are techniques. This is techniques of moving from your source to your hands. But when you're walking, so you got the finger over here, 2. And on the exhale, if you want, the thumb is holding you can always push the ring finger against your other thumb, but play with the different finger tensions to see. But the number one rule, this finger is pointed straight out. That's the one thing. 2 here. You got this. Now, one of my favorite ones, this is soft. This is really fluid. See how I have it tipped this way, this way. So you got overhead like this, thumb over the fingernail, then you have the 2 fingers touching. Soft yet, and as you're exhaling, go, you can squeeze the fingertip and drop your shoulders. Just drop your shoulders, just drop, with the feeling. The more you feel, the less you think is the rule. So the more you feel your body, the energy flow, the surrounding, the less you have mental abstract. You can always think about something later involved. So really understanding how to use the hand. So walking like this, that's one way, like this, like this. I give you 2 ways this time. There's more. Then you can find your own ways. You can move your hands where your little finger, and the more you curl your little finger curl as you're exhaling, it really amplifies. There's reasons. There's physiological reasons besides energy why this works. And so much so, but the value of the fingers. You got these 2 fingers, do one thing, these fingers here do something else. And how do you blend the 2 together, relationship to your core, to move your hand? When you get really good, use one set of fingers to bring the arm up and another set of fingers to make the arm go back. That's when it gets really interesting in sensations and flow involved. So this is Scott. This is meditative walking. This is hands connected to breathing and releasing the shoulders, let it become more fluid, engaging the hands in subtle ways to change the tension, the energy flow within the body itself. So you can actually alter your state, emotional, physical state relevant to your breath. If you can exhale for 20 seconds, inhale in a short supply, pause, and exhale, and then pause. You go 20 seconds and then pause for a count of 5 to 10, and then gradually just inhale. There's more. You inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth for maybe 10, 20 times, then go to the nose. It's too hard to exhale just from cold. You gotta change the stress. And when you exhale out the mouth, it's better like you're smoking a cigarette. It softens the pterygoid, it releases this, and now you can breathe down here better. Now I'll go out the nose. So playing between both nose and mouth. It's about, you can go walk for a while and you feel it, then change from breathing out the nose to the mouth for a bit, then go back to. The difference is that you can do more without the mouth in the upper body, but the whole body is out the nose. That's the only play between the 2. You want more exhale, you blow out, you exhale out the nose. If you need a dynamic exhale for the upper body to change it, go out the mouth. If you're getting really angry, exhale out the mouth and bring your lips together like you're smoking a cigarette. Change the jaw, drop the jaw here. You release the jaw here. And that way, straighten your spine out where your head's back slowly. So that way you can breathe better through the nose. There's a whole thing of positioning of your head in relationship to everything too, for reshaping the body so you can breathe more. But that comes later. So you have a good, practice this a little bit, play with it a little bit. You will have less stress in your shoulders, therefore greater breath range and reshaping your body so your spine is straighter.